Good morning, good morning. Buenos dias. My name is Yubi. I'm your astro-friendly Latina therapist, and this is Tarot My Becoming, where I entertain tarot with you. It's Sunday, so it's Capricorn Tarot. This is where I do an all zodiac sign reading, where you've been, where you are, where you're going, and then I pull out a card for you to focus, as well as an oracle card for a final message for each of the zodiac signs, and then I do a meditation for the general reading at the end. So stick it out and see if there's a message in there for you. Because these are general readings, I am trusting that you are discerning with the information that I or anybody else has to share for that matter. And so if the story doesn't fit, don't make it fit. It's possible you could be leaning into one of your other placements. So check out your Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, North Node, South Node, and or all of the other zodiac signs, because you do have them all in your birth chart. They're just in a different place, being activated by different things at different times. With that said, we are going to go ahead and get started. Let's see, it's still Cancer season, and so happy birthday, Cancer. These are timeless, even though I am recording this on Saturday, July 4th. I am trusting that when it finds you, it's meant for you. And so, yeah, we are going to pull out a few oracle cards to get started. And then just so that you know, I usually keep those oracle cards pulled out so that they're not repeating for everybody else. So, Cancer, you get formation. So you are in the process of transforming, coming out, creating something within you and letting it shine. Yeah, there's a moth in there. Definitely transformation. It's almost like you've been set free, or you're setting yourself free of some sort. The light is finally shining on you. Yeah, oh, está bonito. There also looks like there might have been some stagnation or some stuckness. The bottom looks like cobwebs, but they're not really cobwebs. It's just the way the art is set up, but it gives the illusion of cobwebs. You get two cards. So you have the Fates, Fated Connection, exchanging gifts. So there's probably someone that you're being pulled towards, or you're headed towards, someone that you're fated and destined to connect with. And this is about exchanging gifts. So this is about sharing the information that you have, and that person sharing information that they have, helping each other out, allowing things to be more balanced. There's something about spirituality as well. And so these could be spiritual gifts that you're exchanging with this other person. Yeah. The Faith, that's always my favorite card. It's a happy. It reminds me of the happy card. There's something close to your heart about this connection. Let's see. Path of Moonlight. Ay, qué bonito. I haven't seen this one. There's a friendship. There's daisies at the top. So it's look at how pretty this is. And so you're traveling to them. It could be someone from your past. But there's something about friendship, because it's a ball full of friendship. It's a ball full of friendship. Let's use this one. And it's a very close friendship, someone really close to your heart. I don't know if it's going to just be a friendship, but it's definitely something that's being highlighted, someone that's being highlighted with the moon energy there. You're following that path. You're being called towards that path. And moonlight, you know, the full moon shines a light on all the hidden stuff, right? And so that this particular moon is not full yet. So there could be something around you going on this path, still needing to do some work around yourself through this process, or through the path. You're going to discover parts of yourself that will help to strengthen this friendship. Where have you been, Cancer? Where have you been? Where have you been? Oh, there you are. You have been in the Six of Cups. This is a friendship card. This is past life soulmate. Past life soulmates. Someone from your childhood, someone that you used to play with. That's been on your mind, or that's where you've been. It could be just Six of Cups. Also, it also stands for healing the inner child. Healing the inner child. I mean, it's reminiscence of the past, but it's also inner child wounds. It could be nostalgia for the past. So you could have had all of that nostalgia for the past, specifically around this person. And you're much more mature now. But there's something about holding on to your playfulness. All right, where are you now? Four of Swords. You're in healing mode, Cancer. So wherever, you know, even though you were reminiscing on the past, you're in the world of just healing right now. That could be that formation that we talked about earlier, of the transformation that you're undergoing. You're headed towards the Six of Coins, something much more balanced, a connection that's much more balanced. It's also friendship. It looks like friendship. These particular cards, it's a new set. There's the Pentacles revolves around the theme of women's suffrage, and there's something about advocating for yourself, making sure that this next connection is much more balanced. And the guidance right now is Two of Swords, what you should focus on. And so really focusing on this decision. If you notice Two of Swords, usually it's the person with the two swords over their heart, like needing to make a decision, needing to trust the intuition. But this Two of Swords has already made the decision. They're walking away from whatever painful heartbreak they've had. It could be with a relationship, it could be with family members, it could just be work, it could be anything that's connected to you. You're walking away from that and moving on towards this new path. What's underneath? Knight of Swords. Yeah. you're moving forward with your truth. You've discovered your truth. There's a message you're needing to share, and it could be sharing this message with this other person that you're headed towards, or that is headed towards you. That is also a possibility. You know, if it's not you, then it could be someone that's coming towards you, someone from your past, someone who's been healing and who's wanting something much more balanced. And it could be, again, if it's a connection that you have been a part of before. I don't feel like it wasn't unbalanced. I think it's more of an awareness of like, oh, this was much more balanced. It was playful. It was someone that you trust, that feels close to home. That's what I wanted to say with this, the Fates, because they have their hands around their hearts, and it always feels like, you know, when you get that warm hug. I had wanted to say, I'm like, it feels like it's close to home. And so this person from your past could feel like home to you. All right, let's get a final oracle card. Close this off. Metamorphosis. You're going, okay, how do I cover her up a smidge? Cover her up a bit. Metamorphosis. Going through transformation. Let's see what it says. Number 7. Discovery through darkness. Transcendence of the unknown, of the known. Unearthing fear, nonconformity, breaking cycles. The astrological ruler is the moon and the planet. So the guidance. La Pacho is one of the great protectors of the sacred. And she is welcoming you in. The archetypal Bao de Arco embodies one of the faces of the dark goddess in her mighty splendor. The dark goddess is multifaceted, challenging belief systems, frailties, weaknesses, and testing our strength. Like Pluto, La Pacho demands you rebel against the ignorance of the old self and learn paradigms that inhibit the splendor of your self-expression. Her mighty darkness provides the tools to rebuild ourselves anew, triggering instant metamorphosis. Don't fear the unknown nature of mystery. The cosmic womb in its darkness births all hidden potential into existence. The cosmic womb, let me reread that again. Don't fear the unknown nature of mystery. The cosmic womb in its darkness births all hidden potentials into existence. That sounds better. Trust and step in. You are being guided. So yes, this is the path that you are headed towards. Look, it's almost like this person is taking off their mask. And that could have been something that you are doing right now as part of your transformation is, you know, stepping into this new truth. We're going to hold on to this and go towards your calling, right? Whatever that is for you, my friends. All right. So Cancer, that was for you, my friends. Hit the like button if that made sense for you. Share the message if you think it'll help somebody else. And don't forget to stay at the end for the general reading to see if there is something there for you. We're moving on to, I believe it's Leo. Yes, Leo. Let's get a card for you, my friends. Leo, you have core. Oh, look at this. Oh, there's a fire within you that is needing to come out. Leo, look at that hair. Look at that brightness. Your heart, your solar plexus, like there is just this internal transformation that is churning. It's been churning. It almost feels like it's been there for a while. And you can't hold back anymore. Like it's going to come out. Leo, Jupiter is transition. It's in your sign. It's in your sign. It's transit. It's there. And so that could be why. Like you're feeling yourself finally shine, break free. Oh, that was fast. Break free, mending. There's some healing that needs to occur between you and another person, maybe. It could be you have received this awareness of like, oh, like this is maybe the love that I have felt for this person, or oh, this is the feelings, anger, the rage, the passion. It could be, I mean, it's red, and so red is very intense. So whatever feeling that is coming out, it is definitely transforming you, and or it has been transforming you. It will transform you, or it has been transforming you, and it's needing to come out. But there's something about transforming or healing a spiritual connection, needing to heal a spiritual connection. Tiny wonders. Oh, I love this card. But my favorite flowers. There's wisdom. There's wisdom that's needed. You know, I don't know why this is coming to me. The I need to sneeze too. Excuse me. But dandelion. It's highlighting this part, the end part, and how quickly the seeds can spread. The wind could just come and blow something away so quickly. And that's what's being highlighted, is how quickly the wind can blow something away. And so how you navigate this connection, how you navigate this experience, even the feelings, like the feelings will come and go, but there's something about this connection and needing to be wise. Like there's an I here in this part of the process, which is the end. There's you know, it's before all of the seeds that split up, right? I mean, you could potentially say that the wisdom is finally spread out, but there's something about using wisdom with this connection so it doesn't just blow over, so that it becomes a little more stable. So it's possible that this connection that you're needing to heal was birthed out of intensity, and because it was so intense, how quickly it comes, how quickly it goes. So there's something about that aspect. It's a 4 card, so it's about stability. It's about stability. So be mindful of that. Be mindful of that with this connection. That you're gonna work on mending, making sure you're integrating the lessons from the past. That's wisdom. Wisdom is when you have knowledge that you're implementing. Okay, where have you been, Leo? Where have you been? Where have you been? Oh, there you are. Four of Cups. You've been disappointed. You've been focused on the pretty things in life versus the one thing that the universe is trying to grant you. Eight of Cups, where you are right now, you're headed on a spiritual path, a spiritual journey. You know that the Nine of Cups is around the corner. That's better for you. But you're also walking towards the Two of Swords, needing to make a decision around your heart. It could be a decision around this connection that you're either walking towards to help mend, or deciding, is this something you're going to do? You get 2 cards for the focus. Okay, Four of Cups. This is where you've been. You've been disappointed. You've been focused on these pretty cups here, thinking they were all that in a bag of chips, when really the universe is trying to get your attention. I mean, all of these could be work experiences, work partnerships. It could be emotion, anything you've emotionally invested time and energy in. It could be partners. It could be the things, you know, that que pensaste que tenía mucho lujo, que tenía mucho valor, the things that you've thought had a lot of value, had a lot of worth, but you've grown bored of it. It's kind of like, I'm done with this. I'm done with the prettiness. It's almost like you're reevaluating what value really looks like, because look at the one that the universe is giving you. The cup that the universe is giving you looks super plain, but it's the one that's in alignment with you. And so you've been bored. And it looks like you are taking that cup. You're considering that cup, or at least right now, because you're seeing it here. And so it's like, you know what? I have all of this experience, all of these emotional connections, but I know that there's something better, and I'm going to walk towards it. And that's where you are right now. And then you're going to have to make a decision. You're going to have to trust your intuition that the path that you're on is actually the path that's meant for you. So there might be some challenges that are going to come up for you that might cause you to doubt whether it's this person that you're headed towards or being called towards, or this new path, or this new way of doing life, whether it is with a partner, whether it is, I mean, a partner could be a business partner, it could be a friendship, it could be a parent-child relationship, right? It could actually be an intimate partner. It could be anything, right? And so, but what you're needing to focus on is actually completing this process of moving forward, entering the portal, going into this next chapter. You have the Two of Wands, where you know you're being called. Look, it's like she keeps looking back. She keeps looking back at the portal that she's leaving, and it's almost like, but you're feeling the call. It's like successfully transition towards the calling, right? The world is completion. The world is, you've closed this chapter, and the focus and the goal is successfully close this chapter and walk towards this calling. Page of Swords. This is the message you'll probably get needing to deliver. That's so funny. Cancer also got Page of Swords. So you're learning about your truth. You're learning about what it is that you're wanting and needing to move towards it. Oracle card to end this. It's still a choice. All of this is potential energy, right? You could potentially not close that cycle, continue to get stuck in that cycle. Whatever that cycle looks like for you, it's your choice. Let's get an oracle card to end this reading. Let's see. Oh, there we go. You get Foresight. Foresight. Oh, look, she is holding on to the sword of her truth, planting roots with it. She's planting roots with the sword of her truth. I don't know if you can see it, but it is a sword, and there's truth there. And so this new truth, this aligned truth, let's see what it has in store for you. 36. 36 says supernatural powers, ability to see universal truth, genius, spiritual guidance, brilliance, integrity, impeccability. Guidance. The mighty jaguar is a spirit animal to many great medicines people in the forest. Let me put this up for you. In the forest. The jaguar has been regarded as one of the fierce protectors of the sacred and seen as a bridge to the upper worlds, or messenger from the realms of spirit. Goka's lightning Goka's lightning-like energy has appeared today, signaling the piercing clarity, foresight, and power you have available to you right now. Jaguar spirit rewards you let's see, why am I struggling reading today? Jaguar spirit rewards you as you, it's not me, there's a typo in it. Jaguar spirit rewards you as you stay true to your integrity in moments where you could easily give it away. It says you, as you, as you. It said 3 times, as you. Stay true to your integrity in moments where you could easily give it away. Don't reject innate gifts you were born with. Cultivate them and don't shy away from their magnificent power. The power of the Jaguar is that of the greatest shaman, able to assist in soul work and journeying to retrieve aspects of your power that have been forgotten or remained latent. This could be the calling that you're needing to go towards. A spiritual calling, aspects of yourself that you haven't, giving yourself permission to explore it, right? It looks simple, but it's actually going to open up a lot for you. All right, Leo. That was for you. Hit the like button if that made sense for you. Share the message if you think it'll help somebody else. And don't forget to check out the final reading to see if there is something in there for you. All right, moving on to Virgo. Let's move on to Virgo. Let's get you an oracle card. Shift. You are being called to shift, to move, to give yourself permission to be molded. Be molded. It's like releasing control. There's something around releasing control. Giving yourself permission to be exposed in the sense of what your truth looks like. This person, there's almost like this exposure that's occurring, and I'm not being sure if I want people to see me. I don't know. Like I want to, but there's less resistance. The face, just there's less resistance around exposure. But there's still some shifting that you're needing to do around that process. Still getting comfortable with that process. Look at this. Her arms are spread out. She's at the edge. Look at the contrast. It's like you're stepping out, you're shifting, and this is the goal. Que bonito. Like, it's like I'm finally free to be who I am, to show who I am as I am, right? That looks lovely. That looks so lovely. Virgo, that might be uncomfortable, right? I mean, you're an earth sign, so there's something about tidiness and presenting a certain way, but you're being called to release control. Allow this part of you to shine, this new transformed version of you to really shine. Let's see, let's get one more please. Oh, no, but okay. Okay, you have 4. Oh, I got 4 for you. Precision. Wow. There's something about heart chakra awakening. There's something about being very careful with this person that you're surrounding yourself with. There's some pain. Look, she's holding poison. There's like it's like you have this awareness that you're needing to set yourself free, but you're needing to be careful. There has to be precision around how you handle this situation. It's been a painful situation. Like, if you notice, her face also is not completely, it's hidden. It's been a painful experience with this person in your life that you've had to set boundaries with. you're being enlightened. You are having awareness about your ancestral roots, even the roots regarding this connection that you've been stuck in. And there's an awareness around what its purpose has been in your life. Gosh, okay. It's almost like either you're a bridge to the past, you know, when you ancestral memories, I'm thinking Akashic records. There's something about an awareness that you're having around the purposes of the individuals in your life that have caused you pain. And so be precise, be careful with how you navigate the movement forward into this big version of you that's becoming. I feel like you're going to be okay, because the ancestral memories is going to remind you that there was purpose in this pain, that there was purpose in this connection. Heart of the wolf. The great thing about this card is that the wolf knows how to be in a pack, but also knows how to be alone. And so there's something about how you've created boundaries for yourself, or the need to create boundaries for yourself so that you know how to do things on your own, how to be on your own, not just with a pack. It's like the duality of both experiences. Gosh, so intense. This one's the one that I'm being called through to. And that's been a part. Gosh, why did you get so many? So that's part of your process. Your process is, can you remove yourself? Porque mira, hasta esta parte, can you remove yourself from the pain? From the pain, look at the redness here. Can you remove yourself from the pack and do something on your own? Be okay on your own. Create fruit on your own. I mean, there's ancestral memories that you're either desiring to tap into, or you have tapped into, and or you will tap into, and things will make sense. You'll understand why these challenging experiences have occurred for you, and it's going to allow you to embrace this transformation about yourself with more freedom, because you're not going to hold on to the pain. It's the pain of experiences, of connections, of partnerships that really hold us back. And not just the pain, but like our sense of duty and obligation around it. And so there's something liberating that you are going to discover. All right, enough talking. Where have you been? Where have you been, Virgo? Where have you been? Where have you been? Where have you been? The Fool, a new chapter, transforming. That's where you've been. Three of Cups, you're embracing celebration, connections, friendships. That's where you are right now. You're headed towards the Five of Coins, feeling stuck, worrying about your finances, worrying about the how. So you were in this process cocooning. You've been cocooning, right? Like, this totally makes sense. Like, in terms of cocooning, needing to shift to be able to come out. You are currently in a friendship mode. You're currently either reconnecting with people or looking for your tribe, people that have the same alignment of purpose with you. You're headed towards Five of Swords, Five of Coins though. Five of Coins is stuckness. Five of Coins is feeling left out in the cold, but I feel it more of like stuckness. And it's all potential energy, right? It's how you perceive your experience. Five of Coins, it almost feels like it's an illusion, right? Five of Coins is an illusion where you feel like you're stuck out in the cold. And I think this is what's going to challenge you to be okay on your own. This is what's going to challenge you to really be comfortable in solitude, right? This person is there. You can't see the other aspects of themselves. It's just their arms. And so it's about productivity. It's about, you know, with your hands and your arms, it's what you do. So there's this stuckness that you might have in this transformative process of like, but what do I do, right? My arms are like I don't know what to do with myself. But there's this illusion in the back, or like this see-through. It's almost like your traditional way of looking at work or creation is not what you're needing to tap into. I feel like it's more of you are going to discover through this feeling of stuckness that your perception of work, your perception of your arms and what you do may hold you back, but it's going to be a perception, because it could be that it's not really holding you back, it's helping you get forward, or it's because I'm seeing two things. I'm seeing the work that you're going to do, you're going to continue to feel stuck in it, right? It's perception. Unless you view your work as, this is what's helping me to get to the next thing. And for others of you, you're realizing that your perspective on the type of work, meaning you could do work that doesn't require your hands as much, right? There's labor intensive work, very earth energy, but then there's spiritual work. Then there's creative work that taps more into the mind. It's ideas. So there's something about how you are transforming the work that you do. The focus is the sun, Leo energy, which is you, right? You are being called to focus on this transformative process, finding joy in it, finding delight in it, finding, look, it's the same freedom. It's like freedom, and it's two. So it's almost like seeing the dark side of you, embracing the dark side of you, embracing the dark side of life, so that it's being mirrored back to you, right? So whatever you put out there is going to be mirrored back to you, and finding the joy and the light in it. Leo energy, right? Look, the Empress, being able to birth something new, being able to birth something new and stable, because it's an elephant. So there's definitely something about how you are going to do this transformative work with the pain, with the challenges. I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's a lot of challenges, but it's going to give you the freedom that you want. It's going to give you the freedom that you want. It's all about how you perceive those challenges. Yeah. Let's get an oracle card for you. Oh, that was fast. You get two. Destiny and purpose. Wow. Look at your North Node. Do you know where your North Node is? Here's destiny. And here's purpose. So again, the light and the dark. The light and the dark. This one also has the light and the dark on the side. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh my Atlanta. There's something about the light and the dark. Transformation again. It's just screaming. It's just screaming. Okay. 30. Let's just read this and move on. So 30, destiny, echinacea. Upright is the wheel of change, life cycles, destiny, bigger vision, fortune, fate. The guidance, the snake eating its tail, the Ouroboros, is the wheel of change, resembling the cycles of life and death. The sun and moon orbit and spin the wheel of change, representing our earthly domain. The echinacea sprouting in the center represents evolutionary consciousness, unbound by the confines of destiny. Like the wheel of fortune, this card may signal a twist of fate, a time where something in life shifts us and reorients us elsewhere. Echinacea has shown up in your cards today to remind you that the universe is always in motion and nothing is by accident. The key to see through the cycles of destiny is to remain centered and fluid, flowing with the course of life. The elusive judgments of good and bad only limits the vision of the great understanding. Step back and observe the great vision at play and be unbound by passing influences. It's so funny, right? The elusive judgments of what's good and what's bad is really what will hold you back. All right, ashwagandha, purpose, 54. Upright, finding divine purpose or dharma, finding the future self, receiving a divine gift. Reversed, well, it wasn't reversed, so I'm not going to read reverse. The guidance. Ashwagandha, like the North Node, mirrors the potential of our divine purpose, also known as Dharma in Sanskrit. Ashwagandha contains both solar and lunar elements within it, as it provides great strength and adaptability, yet with the deep qualities of the moon, such as relaxation, lucidity, and expanded consciousness. Ashwagandha reminds us that it is not necessary to fully know the entirety of your purpose in order to pursue it. When you're living in alignment with your Dharma, there is no separation between your inner and outer realities. It becomes a cohesive expression, therefore granting a feeling of wholeness and completion. Perhaps you are not clear on your desired outcome, so your efforts feel unfocused and purposeless. Even if you've lost touch with your why, remain open to the mystery of the journey. Stay focused and playful. Keep following the signs. Stay focused and playful. There you go. All right, Virgo, that was for you, my friends. Hit the like button if that made sense for you. Share the message if you think it'll help somebody else. Don't forget to check out the final reading at the end to see if there is something in there for you. All right, we are moving on to Libra. Let's get you a card. Productivity. Focusing on your pentacles, focusing on your energy. Just be careful. Do not let it drain out the inner child within you. Don't let it pull away from what you are wanting to create, what the inner child within you is wanting to create. There's just this pulling energy from the earth, like either too focused on the earth, but there's a need to embrace the spirituality or balance the spirituality by the book. Again, earth energy. You might be doing things a little too by the book, or there could be a call for you to focus on your productivity and be diligent. What is still needing your attention? There's something about your foundation, because it's an elephant. The sturdiness, you know, the stability, sacred pause. You are being put on hold. There's a delay. There's a delay to what it is that you are striving for, and it's almost like don't pull at it, like allow this delay to take form, allow it to come. It's like she's looking out and she knows, like whoever this person is, they know that their ships are coming in. Almost looks like a mermaid, like they know that their ships are, yeah, there is a ship at the there's a ship in the background, you even see it. They know their ships are coming in, and so it's like, it's almost like divine timing also, like allow this pause, allow things to just be. Don't do things by the book, right? Whether it's a relationship with an earth sign maybe, or a water sign, or if it's about your productivity, your work, there's a reason why there's a pause. Like they're looking back to this productivity, they're looking back to what was created, they're looking back to this cycle. So there's something about either stabilizing, or what needs stabilizing, what needs retouching. So not only is Jupiter in Leo, but there's also Mercury retrograde in Cancer. And Libra, you have Cancer in your 10th house of work, Libra risings. And so this could be what it's talking about, is the intentional delay of projects, or like you're needing to really revisit, are things grounded, right? Is your energy being pulled in multiple directions? Like what are you needing to cut? What are you needing to stabilize? There's something about just let's see this one, making sure you're using this pause intentionally so that what is coming in for you has a place to land. Has it, look, it's like like she's waiting for this huge ass ship, but she's at a rock. So again, there's something about your foundation. It's like it's not fully ¿cómo se dice? Like it's not fully ready to hold all the abundance that's coming in. It's not fully ready. And so use this time to really stabilize what needs stabilization, finish up old projects, rebalance where your energy is going. Let's see, where have you been? Libra, where have you been? No. 2 cards work. The Knight of Swords and 8 of Pentacles. You have a lot on your plate. You're wanting to head towards this next chapter, but there's a lot on your plate. It's almost like you're trying to figure out what are you going to do first. Release control right now. Your judgment in the current, you're like, okay, I'm gonna release control. I'm gonna allow this transformation to unfold. Where are you headed? Chariot, clarity, right? Knowing your destination and just headed towards it. Cancer energy is Cancer energy. It's around, this is around your work. This is around your work. You're having clear, like it's like this is like everything got opened up from your work, right? Because you have Cancer in your 10th house, and it's like I'm just going. I'm just allowed, like everything's coming in. Everything's coming in. What do you need to focus on right now, Libra? Ending a cycle, whatever repeated habits, whatever cycle. Remember I talked about cycles, looking back at the cycles, like what do you need to clear out so that you can level up and level out into that next new thing, so that you can stay balanced with what's coming in. What's underneath? 4 of Cups. You're focused on love. You're focused on disappointments in relationships, not realizing that, hey, the universe is wanting to give you everything that you're wanting. Don't look back. Don't look back. Keep looking forward, because what is for you is there. It's in the future, not in the past. Libra, let's get you an oracle card to end this reading and get you moving. Let's get you moving, my friend. Let's get you moving. Final oracle card. Oh, okay, that's too many. I'm not going to read that many, sorry. One card, please. 2 max. No, my gosh. 2 max. 2 max. Okay, 2. Wounded healer, Chiron strength. Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect. So, wounded healer, find out where your Chiron is. So there could be something around finances or worth, because it's all about work, and you're needing to tap into, again, Leo energy, strength, that you can overcome this, if it's a mindset, if it's, finding peace, allowing things to flow. Oh, it's a dandelion too. So it's like you're using your wisdom, right? Use the wisdom for the healing. All of the wisdom that you've gathered through your healing process. Tap into that. 253. Guidance. Dandelion is here to, oh, well, the card itself says, a wounded healer, wounds as tools to awaken, healing journey, inner child healing. Dandelion is here to remind you that you can thrive regardless of your circumstances. So even if there's a pause, right? Take ownership over your wounds, find gratitude in the lessons, dive deep in the depths of your origin, and use your wounding to further define the purpose and healing you are here to transmit and share with the world. Don't let your pain define your personality, but draw it from strength and purpose. Like Chiron, you were born from the seeds of higher order and intelligence. Embrace this great healing power you've been given and go beyond the outlined path. And then you have Mother Wart, strength, 13. Strength, essence of creation, connecting to the creatics within, fertility, birth, creativity, and inner trust. Guidance. Like the radiance of a lion's heart, Motherwort's energy builds inner trust and confidence. The lion-hearted Motherwort is representative of the beauty we possess when we own the power of our gifts and creativity. The goddess sits centered as the lion leans on her in a state of peaceful delight, symbolizing the unwavering faith we must keep as we transcend old fears. Venus, her planetary ruler, is like a midwife to our happiness, channeling how we accept and transmit our heart's desires. Find new ways to facilitate creativity that honor and reveal your passions and strengths. Devote yourself to the fertility of your gifts and courageously accept your divine destiny. That's so beauty. That's so beautiful. Libra, that was for you, my friends. Hit the like button if that made sense for you. Share the message if you think it'll help somebody else. And don't forget to check out the final reading at the end to see if there is something in there for you. All right, we are moving on to Scorpio. Scorpio. Clarity. Ooh, something is being illuminated for you, my friends. Something is being illuminated. Something that you were, I don't know if you're trying to hide because of that illumination. Look at her. She's trying to hide. It's like she's not letting the illumination reach her. There's like a transformation here that's waiting to happen. What are you blocking, Scorpio? What are you blocking? What illumination, awareness, could be about yourself, could be about other people. There's something that you're blocking and you're needing clarity on, or something that will give you clarity. Be fair. You could be dealing with a Libra. There's something that's needing to be balanced out, Scorpio, or that something is needing to be balanced out within you or within the connection. It could be someone that you've had many cycles with, or there could be past karma. I was looking at what they were holding. There could be past karma that's needing to be cleared out. Memories, song. Oh, yeah, water sign. But the Pisces. You could have Pisces in your chart. You could have Libra in a chart, or you could be dealing with a Libra or a Pisces or another water sign or air sign. Memory song. Yeah, there's something about the past. There's something about the past that is needing, it is being brought up. Something that's needing clearing, or something that is needing to be revisited. Something that's needing to be balanced out. Let's use this one. Scorpio, I think that clarity, whatever you're trying to hide, is going to help balance things out. You just have to allow it to occur. Oh, good Lord, what is this on the side? These are new cards. Oh, there's a mask. Look, there's a little, oh my gosh, I don't want to be mean, but there's, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. But there's a mask. There's a mask that you're needing to let go of. There's a mask that you're needing to let go of. It could be the mask of how you've been, reword it. It's how you're perceiving yourself. There's someone that is tapped into their intuition, that is ahead of you. Like, look, this person is like ahead, and then there's another person here who's behind. Like woe is me. I'll say it that way. Woe is me. Let's see. What are you walking away from? Or where have you been? The Emperor, Two of Coins, Five of Wands. Oh my gosh. You have been dealing with either an Aries or someone, the King of all kin. So someone with a lot of power, a lot of confidence. You've been juggling a lot. You've been... So there's been someone in power that you've had to deal with. You were juggling a lot, and there was a lot of conflict. Five of Wands. That's all three cards came out in the past. Let me show you. So you have Aries energy, strength, or the Emperor, Two of Coins, juggling a bunch of things, a bunch of projects. It could be kids. Five of Wands, conflict. This situation that you've been in the past has been, or at least what you're walking away from, is a lot of conflict, a lot of juggling. There's power situations that are occurring there. Where you are right now, you are reclaiming your lion within you, right? The King of Wands, you are reclaiming the light within you, the passion projects within you, and you're headed towards a commitment or a connection. It could be a Piscean, a water sign, or an air sign, but you're headed towards love. You're headed towards partnership or a choice in that. And currently what you're needing to focus on is releasing yourself with your truth. So there's something that you might be feel caged to or stuck with, and you're needing to use your sword of truth to set yourself free. And so there's an awareness that's happening. You haven't yet set yourself free from it. This is the clarity. This is the clarity that you're seeking. This is the clarity that you're needing, and it's going to help you set yourself free. But it's a choice. Underneath, King of Coins. This is regarding your finances. This is regarding your stability. And so this person could be tied to that, or you need to untie yourself to head towards your stability. That was underneath. Let's get an oracle card and see what the final message is for you, Scorpio. Final message. Oh, okay, there it is. Rose, love. Aw. Love and lovers. Look at that. Love and lovers. 12. It says union, bliss, unconditional love, merging with the other, oneness, nourishment, purity. It's time to allow for greater love in your life. Allow the dance of trust and intimacy to heal and open your heart. Like the rose, you are rising from harsh soil through the path of thorns and challenges. As you grow and blossom in your spiritual journey, look deep into your heart and see where you might need more love and affection. The white dove reminds us that through childlike trust, we can navigate the most challenging of pathways with an undertone of joy and presence. Remember, you understand how love is the doorway, and through this sacred embodiment, you are able to birth anything into manifestation. Let all creativity, all sexual and nurturing connection be attuned to the vibrational powers of unconditional love. It's possible that this connection gave you a taste of unconditional love, or you're needing to go towards this person to explore and discover what that looks like. But first you have to set yourself free, Scorpio. You have to set yourself free. Hit the like button if that made sense for you. Share the message if you think it will help somebody else. And don't forget to check out the final reading where we, to see if there's anything in there for you. All right, moving on to Sagittarius. Consistency. Oh, look, there's the sun again. Could be the sun shining the light. No, you have the sun. You have the sun with you, Sag. You could have Leo in your chart. The moon is there. It's almost like you're walking away from the moon energy and you're headed towards the sun. Something is being illuminated or something is expanding in your life, and that's what you're focusing on, or you're needing to focus on that and stay consistent with focusing on that. So there's something about consistency. Yeah, you're headed towards a soulmate, or a soulmate is headed towards you. You know, the cute thing about penguins is that they mate for life. Like, look, it looks like she's looking at the moon, but she's not. This is in the background. It's like you're moving forward with your light. You're turning the cheek on the past. And that's what you needed to do. I don't think you realized that. Maybe you did. I think you had to realize it. Instead of looking at the past, you needed to really look forward. And that's what's attracting this soulmate back into your life. Gosh, there's a lot of love in soulmates. This connection has been transformative. It's a 5 card. And so either it will be transformative, or it has been transformative, or you've both gone through transformation, which is why there's a union of souls again. Embrace the mystery. There's still elements of this that you're not sure about, and you're needing to be okay with that. You're needing to be okay with not knowing the final outcome. Just allow things to unfold, allow things to transform. Sag, there's something spiritual about this too. It's a 7 card. So, you know, when we think about spirituality, there's always the unknown, right? It's like what's out there, what's really happening. So there's something about this connection that is spiritual in nature. It's like, yeah, look, it's like the antlers are on fire. So there's something about like spiritual connection, spiritual communication, spiritual, you know, it reminds me of what's that? Reminds me of my brother. When my brother was younger, he had really long ears for his head, and I used to tease him. About it. We used to tease him. I mean, we teased each other, but that was one of the things where I'm like, dude, your ears are so big, you could like tap into. I love my brother, but that's what it reminded me of. This could be a person that you've been connected to telepathically, or just in your dreams, or just spiritually. There's a spiritual connection of some sort. And there's something unknown. And sometimes what's unknown can be a little unnerving. So just know that we know. Know that it's known. That it's a little unnerving. But you're a Sag, you're a fire sign. So it's like, it's you know, Sagittarians are intuitive too. So let's see, where have you been? Page of Cups. You've been wishing and hoping and keeping your heart open. It's like, universe, give me what I need to fill my cup, because the fish left. The fish popped out. Like, if you notice, the fish is like right here. So there's something about like, universe, refill my cup, please. And that's so funny, because the universe, right, is like, here's the idea, here's the pentacle, here's, you know, the commitment. Here's the commitment that's needing grounding. So it's possible that this connection is needing grounding. 8 of Swords is where you're headed. Usually 8 of Swords is feeling stuck, but this 8 of Swords, she is releasing herself. She's actively pulling out those swords and allowing herself to move forward. And so it's almost like, you know, whatever stuckness you were in with this process of grounding your ideas, bringing that down to earth, you are going to get unstuck. You're going to unstuck yourself. I don't know if the soulmate has anything to do with it, or this, I mean, this could also be union of self. It could be just, oh, I didn't even notice. You had the key to her heart. I mean, we all have the key to our hearts, right? We all have our key to our hearts. So you, either through this connection, whether it's tangible or not yet tangible, because there's still an element of the unknown. Like, she's blindfolded, so she's trusting the process. And so however it plays out, you are setting yourself free. There will be movement. It may feel like you're stuck, but you're not. What do you need to focus on right now, Sag? What do you need to focus on? There it is. 10 of Cups and 4 of Pentacles. Oh, qué bonito. Focus on your emotional satisfaction. Focus on your friendships. Focus on your connections. And allow the universe to bring you what is for you. 4 of Pentacles usually has someone like this, like holding on to their resources. But this 4 of Pentacles is like, no, whatever the universe gives me, I release. Whatever the universe gives me, I release, because I know more is coming. It's like, you know, that game where it's like you throw it over that person's back. He keeps receiving, and so he keeps releasing. So there's something about the abundance, whether it's the tangible abundance, because it's pentacles, or the emotional abundance, which is cups. There's something about like you are trusting the universe with the unknown, and you're just like, you're gonna keep filling my cup, and so I'm gonna keep giving. Page of Wands. Yeah, like you are passionately focused on a project, or wanting to, it could be that idea that you're needing to ground. Stay focused on that. Those ideas, you are going to shine the light. There's something about you shining the light, or leading the light for others, holding the light for others who are going to find you, to be able to do the same thing. To be able to do the same thing. Get an oracle card to end this reading. All right, you get 2. Trust and leadership. Trust in the process. Trust in the unknown. And then you have leadership. Oh, Libra energy here too. You could be dealing with a Libra. You could be dealing with a Leo. You could have both in your chart. There's leadership, again, that is being highlighted for you. You know, I talked about leading the way. Let's see what trust says. Bobinsana, self-love, heart retrieval, ultimate state of receivership, gratitude, receptivity, and compassion. The guidance. Bobinsana's bright and pink flowers bathe the energy body with the softness of light, awakening the inner pathways to unconditional self-love. Bobinsana reminds us that love is the highest state of receivership, reminding us not to forget the necessary power of self-love. Bobinsana assists us in rediscovering forgotten places within ourselves, retrieving fragments of our hearts seeking healing. Ask yourself, where in my heart's memory can I bring wholeness to? Bobinsana's medicine is like that of whales and hummingbirds, the joyous record keepers of the sacred that assist us in accessing the reservoirs of the cosmic heart. Sirenita is reminding you to pay close attention to the messages encoded in dreams, synchronicities, and symbols that surround you right now. Though through these doorways, you can further explore the great mystery of your heart's desire. Look at that. So again, this connection could be spiritual in nature. It's in your dreams. It's showing you what it is that you're wanting. 18, leadership, lion's mane. Let's see. Sacred masculine, leadership, ambition, provider, strong-willed, and spiritual power. The lion is a symbol of power, animus, the premortal essence within the sacred masculine that expresses itself as relentless determination, ambition, focus, and will. When we meet lion's mane, we immediately feel a regal and generous presence. When out of balance, vanity and overconsumption block the flow of love coming in to inspire ambition. Power isn't powerful when you put others or yourself down. You are wielder of raw power and may be destructive if consequences are overlooked. Lead your life from a place of compassionate leadership and the rest will follow. Wow. Sag, that was for you, my friends. Hit the like button if that made sense for you. Share the message if you think it'll help somebody else. And don't forget to check out the reading at the end to see if there is something in there for you. All right. We are moving on to Capricorn. Capricorn. Let's get this one. Perception. How are you looking at someone or something? Your third eye is opening and there's something about communication. Capricorn, I feel like you got this card before. I feel like you got this card before. Yes, you did, because I remember saying, don't be picky. Don't be picky. It's how you're nitpicking at what is being brought to your awareness, right? Sometimes we can, like for example, the news. We can listen to the news and nitpick every single thing that's happening or what's going wrong, or, you know, how this person doesn't fit you, or, you know, how, you know, leadership is, or, you know, and then you have your thoughts and your own perception of what's happening. So there's something about your communication or what's being brought to your awareness that is needing your attention. And it could be a cycle that's continuing to repeat, the never-ending story, or you're feeling stuck. You're feeling like you're never gonna, you know, find that person, or you're never going to get that ideal job or career path or calling, that you feel, you know, time is running out for you. I'm seeing all the symbols on there. There's the symbol of the, it's the time thing, right? She's sitting on this time thing. If you look closely, it says, love me, yes, no. So wanting to be loved, wanting to not, but there's something about you. Look, she's not wanting to look at herself. There's a mirror here. So there's something that you're not wanting to look at or not wanting to admit. And I don't know if it has to do with the stuckness or with a person or just relationships in general, or your calling, like when will the story end? When will this way that I'm looking at the situation end? You have Sister Witches, Beauty in the Unknown. So it's almost like you're calling Beauty in the Unknown. So you're calling out to the universe, like, what is my destiny? What is my purpose? Who are my people? Look at the glitters coming out. It's like the sparkles, right? Who are my people? Who are my tribe? And there's something, again, spiritual in nature that you are maybe not considering. Capricorn, you're an earth sign. And so sometimes earth signs can be really much focused on the tangible, what I build, what I create. But there's something about being comfortable with the unknown and connecting with people who are like-minded, right? Friendships. I mean, a sister, right, is someone that you connect with, or could be a friend. But there's something about how you are looking at your situation and being okay with not having all the answers. Where have you been? Where are you going? What do you need to focus on? You have been called to transform. You have been called to transform. You got the Judgment card. You've been called to transform, to release control. The Judgment card looks a lot different in a lot of the different cards. Some of them, their hands are up in the air. They're allowing, you know, the spirit, a part of themselves to leave their body. In the original cards, there's an angel with a trumpet that's giving the call for those to rise up from the dead. So you are either right now still in that process of transformation, learning how to release control, and you're focused on your pentacles. You're focused on how to run and navigate your ship, the choices that you're making, because you're focused on your stability. And you're headed towards sun. You're headed towards, you know, this person sometimes doesn't know where they're going. They just intuitively are being guided, right? They're using their wisdom to map out, like, okay, where have I been? Where am I going? And headed towards the sun, which is the light, right? Being able to have joy. I mean, the sun is the best card in the deck. It's freedom, it's happiness. And you're needing to focus on your intuition, the spiritual journey aspect of it. The High Priestess doesn't have to talk. Like, they know where they're going. They know what to do next. They are the bridge between spirit and earth. And underneath is the King of Cups. Tap into your heart, Capricorn. Tap into your heart. Like, look at these gentlemen right here. Like, it's like focus on pentacles, but also on emotions, on love. Allow this to transform you. Allow your emotions to transform you. That's also going to bring another type of freedom, because King of Cups can sit with emotions, can manage big feelings, and still stay focused on the task. So there's something about bridging the gap between the intangible, like emotions, with the tangible, pentacles. And that's alignment, right? That's a high priestess. That's high priestess. So whatever never-ending story you feel is not, you know, changing for you, there's beauty in the unknown. Trust in the unknown. You're exactly where you need to be. The high priestess, you know, doesn't need the answers. Like, they just know. They just know. An oracle card to end this reading. You get 2. Shape-shifting, transformation. Again, look, it's like the release card, the death, rebirth, patience. Patience. I mean, Capricorn, you are an earth sign, right? You know that things take time to build. But there's also a delay. Like, it's the year of the horse, and look at this horse. This horse is just kicking back right here. Like, okay, I'm gonna hang tight for a little bit. Be okay with that process as you shapeshift. 34, let's see. Subconscious healing, synchronizing inner and outer worlds, shape-shifting, time travel, transcendence of illusion. The balanced role of Mitraginia represents the ability to shapeshift and adapt across realities. Like the dragonfly, Mitraginia grants us the power to break through the illusionary facade we often accept as reality, providing us the freedom from pain in order to break through limiting illusions. Dragonfly, like Mitraginia, helps us integrate subconscious healing from the trauma experienced from endless cycles of pain and suffering. That could be this. Like, when will this pain and suffering end for me? Or when will I move beyond that? Dragonfly medicine invites us to seek out the parts of our habits that have gone unchanged, unnoticed, and stagnant. Ask yourself, have I tended to the changes I've been wanting to make? Don't get lost in the labyrinth of self-doubt. Break free from elusive belief systems that hold back your transformation. And then we have patience, horsetail, which is the next one. Endurance, steady focus, period of gestation, trust the process, heightened sensitivity. That's what this one is. Horsetail teaches us the power that lies within patience and the endurance gained through the hidden blessings of challenges. There is something good in all seeming failures, and although that might not be clear in the moment, time will reveal it. Trust the process. Remember that stubbornness and willfulness are counterproductive to loosening knots. Instead, like the medicine of horse, ground to earth's energy and adapt to changes and hardships on the journey. Horse medicine provides us heightened sensitivity and the purity of trust, essential tools to have as we navigate life's journey. Evoke the strength of horse as a power animal when you need increased psychic sensitivity and intuition. That was the focus. Intuition, my friends. All right, Capricorn. Capricorn, there is a purpose for this delay. All right, hit the like button if that made sense for you. Share the message if you think it'll help somebody else. And don't forget to check out the final reading at the end to see if there's something in there for you. All right, we are moving on to Aquarius. Aquarius. All right. Specialization. Oh, this reminds me of the High Priestess. Specialization, tapping into spirit, tapping into the unknown, holding space. There's something about holding space for this process of transformation, meaning get comfortable. Get comfortable with the changes. Get comfortable with what's being illuminated. It is regarding your solar plexus, because this solar plexus is like being highlighted, but create space for this transformation to unfold. And then chop wood, right? You have some work to do. You have some cleaning up to do. It could be cleaning up within you. All the stuff that's being illuminated, that's part of the transformation. Like shedding the old, you know, releasing the old patterns, old perspectives, old beliefs, and allowing the new to come in. Be the honey. Oh, bees are very, también trabajan mucho, trabajan muy duro. They work really hard, very diligent. You could have earth in your birth chart, or you're being called to embrace earth energy. Aquarius, because you are very much like an air sign, caught up here, right? There's something about, okay, I'm up here, I'm in my bubble, but I need to come down to reality and integrate the learning, the changes, take practice in it, and little bit by little bit, like look, the little bit by little bit, you're going to attract the puzzle pieces that are going to allow this new version of you to emerge, and you'll attract abundance like honey, like like bees do. Let's do this one. Aquarius. Little bit by little by little. Be the honey. You're it's going to help you end a cycle. It's 8, 9. It's going to help you. You're going from 8 to a 9. It's going to help you end a cycle. Could be a cycle around your self-worth, because remember I talked about the solar plexus, your sense of power, your sense of stability, who you are. What are you walking away from? Where have you been? Ooh. Where have you been? Justice. Trying to balance things out in your life, or a Libra, because that's the sign for Libra. You've been trying to balance out your heart. Trying to balance out your heart. That's where you've been. That's also an 8 card. Where are you right now? So here where you were. Dealing with a Libra, or trying to balance out issues around your heart. Issues that the truth that was highlighted for you, and right now you are starting a new journey, a new path. You're starting all over, but we never really start all over. We always take with us where we're going, and you're headed towards the Empress, birthing something new for yourself. Empress is the opposite of the High Priestess. Not the opposite, but like the High Priestess is all about the spirituality. The Empress is all about Earth. So there's something about aligning yourself. Focus on staying balanced with the Pentacles, staying balanced with the information that comes towards you. It's like she's birthing something new. Look, both of these have something that they're birthing. They're birthing something new. So there's something about your self-care, making sure you're taking care of yourself through this process. And it could be this version of you, right? This new version of you that is being reborn. Taking your time, chop wood one at a time. You could have Leo, Queen of Wands, fire in your chart. There could be an awakening within you of what your passion projects are, or the things that are important to you. I think that's coming with the transformation. If you allow yourself to hold space for this process to occur and change and transform and release and clean up those old parts of you, the new part of you is going to be creative, is going to tap into what lights your life, a passion within you. Yeah, let's get an oracle card to close this up for you. Aquarius. Okay. You get 3. Oh, you get 3. Sensuality, rebirth, it was completion and rebirth. That's the order that it came. All right, Mandrake, sensuality. How pretty. Completion, ending a cycle, and then rebirth, transformation. Oh, that's a lot of messages for you, my friend. But okay. Sensuality, discovering new forms of intimacy, finding the inner beloved, expression of healthy sexuality, abundance. Mandrake is here to ask you to find new forms of intimacy. Ask yourself, what inspires bliss, joy, and passion in my life? Notice how you relax into flow and more easily attract what you need and desire when you focus on energy givers such as joy. Mandrake is here to assist you in liberating unchanneled creativity and sensuality, releasing energy from the sacral center. Let's see. Yeah, sacral center, sacral, right? That's where we give birth. This is where we give birth. We're really rough. With liberty and channel creativity and sensuality, releasing energy from the sacral center and activating your pleasure centers to experience a higher form of love. Don't allow unworthiness, fear of rejection, and inhibition of pleasure to stop you from experiencing higher love. Focus on giving your gifts to the world with overwhelming passion and opening up to receive fully and fearlessly. Then you have rebirth, 50. No, wait, 32, completion. Jumped ahead there. 32. Achievement, completion of cycle, success, closure, completion of a long journey, wholeness, mending. Comfrey represents wholeness, completion, and closure of a great cycle. The wreath symbolizes a cycle containing the energy of the past, present, and the future, hovering over the clouds to note how the foundation of all cycles are grounded in mystery. Comfrey majestically grows in the center, representing the axis mundi, the sacred heart, the sacred will that pulses the great mystery. Comfrey has appeared today to signal that a great cycle is nearing completion. Stay aligned as you continue to prune and heal the garden of the self. Look closely into repeated patterns, persons, or situations that keep showing up in your life. Draw upon Comfrey's power to mend and find wholeness in lessons and patterns that need closure. Then you got 50, rebirth. Rebirth, mastery, great revelation, discovery of higher self, meeting with the creatrix, divine messenger, gifts from spirit, realization, telepathy, and transcendence. You are mastering the power of awareness when aligning to a higher power. Ayahuasca's spirit is here to support your ascension, drawing upon ancient wisdom embedded in your DNA and the earth. Allow yourself to be shattered as you travel through the cosmic wound. Ayahuasca catalyzes purification through the cathartic release of the unknown, only to reveal undiscovered terrain within your soul. You are one with the magnetic brilliance of Source, the intelligence that orchestrates the great mystery. Feeling lost in the labyrinth only comes when a loss of intentionality or respect happens. Offer your greatest intentions, sacrifice your needs, enter into the void without expectation, and allow yourself to be consumed by the oceanic consciousness. Remember, dear one, that to heal the world, you must heal yourself. You are the source of love. Wow, that was powerful, Aquarius. That was for you, my friends. Hit the like button if that made sense for you. Share the message if you think it'll help somebody else. And don't forget to check out the final reading at the end to see if there is something in there for you. All right, we are moving on to Pisces. Pisces. Efficiency. Ooh, you've been focused on your pentacles. You've been focused on your pentacles, but you're needing to focus on the change. The change that is occurring in partnership, because it's 3 of Pentacles, 3 on this side. It almost reminds me of the 4 of Pentacles, where like, it's almost like it's the opposite, where you have 3 here on the side and the 1 that you're over focused on. So you could be focusing on like the 1 that was the spiritual one, and you're letting go of these. There's something that you're focusing on, or there's like a pentacle that you're like desiring. There's something that you're desiring over the others, whether it's a work experience, a person. There's just something that is that has your attention. There's something that has your attention. Ooh, be flexible. Be flexible with this change, with this transformation. Look at all these cycles. There's these cycles that are occurring around you that you're needing to be flexible with in terms of growth, in terms of what you're learning. The more you give yourself permission to be flexible, the stronger you actually will be. Because you can navigate situations that are challenging a lot better than people that are rigid or like it has to be this way. So there's something about flexibility to embrace that will actually help you be more efficient. Second sight, yeah. You're revisiting, you're getting a second look at something, an experience, a lesson, a a cycle with someone, like you're looking at it again, a second time. The moon energy. There's something sensual about this and transformative. This person has scales. Looks like scales, but they could be wings. Oh, they both do. This looks like Gemini energy. But it's a 44 card. It's 8. So it's this reciprocity. You're looking at something for a second time, or looking at it again and kind of recognizing its worth, recognizing its value. It doesn't have to be a person. It could just be an experience. This one. No, this one. Pisces. You're looking at something a second time. And either possibly seeing the value in it, needing to be flexible with how this unfolds, not taking control or overpowering it, or yourself. Interesting. Where have you been? Oh, okay. Wheel of Fortune. You've been ending a cycle. You've been ending a cycle. Death. So Scorpio. You could have Scorpio in your chart, or you're in the process of transforming, and you're headed towards the being the King of Pentacles, Taurus energy. So being able to manage your finances. So Wheel of Fortune, very quickly. Ending the cycle. That's where you've been. Death. You've been undergoing transformation. You're headed towards being better with your finances, managing what you nurture. You see the bowl though? There's something about like balancing stability with flexibility. Not being too rigid, not being too flexible. And you are looking, again, it's like you're looking at either your options, or you're waiting. I feel like you're looking at your options to see which one you want to plant. Like all of these are like very ethereal. Like it looks like they're coming in either in a dream or ideas, and you're wanting to figure out which one of these is going to get me the outcome that I want. But there's something that you're needing to revisit again. Something that you need to either look at again, revisit again. Yeah. The Ace of Wands. It's something about a passion project. It's something about something passionate. There's something passionate about revisiting this, or the opportunity that you are looking at or going to choose has to come from your heart. Has to come from your heart, like in a passionate way, but being not being too, again, overpowering or controlling, not being too taken away with it. Let's get an oracle card. It's like being able to build something passionate for yourself or with this connection. Revisiting something. Blessings. Sage. 6. It says... blessings, purification, invocation, sacred gifts, spiritual cleansing, reassembling emotional body, mystical sight. Sage, like the moon card in the tarot, is the great portal to the river of life. The silver light of Sage grants us the power of insight while we navigate the darkest hours. The lunar powers of Sage remind us to look inward to receive visionary insight from spirit. Don't get overly consumed by the emotional interplay. Allow it to pass like the clouds. Draw upon the inner reserves of your psyche to navigate darkness and become keenly aware of what is causing inner disturbances, fear, and unhappiness. The initiation you are undergoing, although unfamiliar, is a great blessing. Feel yourself cease and reassemble as you break illusions to unearth hidden truths. Surrender, don't stand in your own way. Allow the silvery white light of Sage to shatter illusions as you undergo a great awakening. So that is what's happening right now, clearly, right? You're going through a transformation and allowing whatever you're having to either take a look at. I mean, it could be also that what you were holding on to, you're looking at and you're realizing, oh, maybe that's not for me. That's the illusion, right? That's also a possibility, because this one also has 2s in there, 2 individuals. So there could be an illusion that is needing to be released around what you have chosen, or just something that, usually again, the 4 of Pentacles, there's a spiritual one that wasn't chosen, and then in the original card, and then the individual has like the 3 that he's holding on to and grabbing, not wanting to let go. So, you know, it depends on where you are on that spectrum, but you decide which one is for you. Pisces, there you go. Hit the like button if that made sense for you. Share the message if you think it'll help somebody else. And don't forget to check out the final reading at the end to see if there is a message in there for you. All right, Aries, we're moving on to you. Space. Ooh, look at this. Space. There's a lot of feelings that are coming out in the middle of nowhere. Needing space to release. What are you needing to release? I don't know if you're needing to release big feelings or needing to release. It almost looks like the phoenix rising. Needing to release this new version of you, Aries. It looks like the phoenix that's rising. That's too many. It also looks like fire. So that's why it's like, it made me think of a phoenix rising. There's something like your feminine energy, the feminine within you is needing to be released. But in order for it to be released, there's got to be a transformative process that's undergoing. Not for you. There's something that's not for you. An experience that isn't for you. There could be power games that are not for you. There could also be luck. Like just an overemphasis on luck that's not for you. Something is not for you. It could be your perception. It could be how you're interacting with someone who has power. It's a chess game. So it's someone who may be trying to get an upper hand. Forget the map. There's something. It's almost like, forget the map. Look at this. It's almost like, I'm not going. Forget the map. I'm not going to go on this journey. It's not for you. You've just decided it's not for me. This transformation is not for me. This rebirth, not for me. No. This person just looks so stubborn. Like you're just choosing no. It's just not. It's not for me. Okay. Everybody's left. Everybody else is left. And you have your luggage. You're carrying a lot of luggage, my friend. A lot of emotional luggage. A lot of emotional stuff. Like, it's almost like you can't carry that with where you're being called to go. But you're choosing. Not. And the thing is, like, it's almost like there's 2 ways to look at this. You've decided this is not for you, or the universe is saying, no, that choice is not for you. Like, that choice is not for you. Where have you been? Oh, 2 cards. Lovely. Where have you been? It's sad. Disappointed. Cancer, you got 4 of Cups and the Chariot. You've been disappointed with the path that you've been on. You've been disappointed, emotional disappointment with the experiences you've had. You've ignored the signs from the universe. You know, the 4 of Cups has that 1 cup from the universe offering it to you, but you're not even looking at it. Like, could be experiencing some depression or some sadness. Yeah. Oh goodness. Okay. Oh, I mean, all of this is potential energy. Don't worry. It's just potential energy. This is all based on you, my friend. This is all based on you and your choices. So I'm just here to highlight that for you. I'm just here to highlight it, right? How you want to choose it for yourself, it's up to you. Okay, where have you been? Cuatro de copas. Disappointment. Disappointment in love, disappointment in options, bored, with the Chariot. So you've been disappointed with your path. You've been disappointed with whatever's been illuminated for you. It's Cancer energy, so it could be around home. It could be around nurturing. There's just disappointment around that path, that process, where you've been. Currently, there could be some conflict. I'm getting the feeling that it's more internal conflict, but it could also be external conflict. And you're headed towards more worries. This is all the emotional baggage. This is all this right here. Oh, I don't want to go. Okay, then you get stuck with it. You don't want to go on this journey? No problem. It's your choice, right? That's where you could potentially be heading if you choose that route. What are you being asked to focus on? La sacerdota, the high priestess, your intuition. Tap intuition about where you really want to go. Take those first steps. Three of Wands, like, it's look out and see that the ships are there. Like, what you're wanting is out there, but it's related to a spiritual journey. It's related to a spiritual journey. And it could just be your perception of this journey that is needing to change. Yeah. Your perception of death is needing to change. Your perception of transformation, because that's what it is. I'm not talking literal death. I'm talking about transformation. I mean, it could be like if you're ill, but it's the emotional transformation that, you know, we usually talk about. And that's your thoughts, your belief systems, the emotional baggage, the experiences that you've had, how you've looked at your path, the fights that you've had. It's transform that or get stuck in it. Dream. You could have an increased experience around dreams. Neptunian energy. Mystery of dream time, the great unknown, breaking addictive habits, releasing unhealthy relationships, aligning to new intentions. Poppy's piercing dual nature and history are closely representative to that of the Devil card in the tarot. The Devil represents the darkness of material obsession, addiction, and pursuit of false ideals for the sake of vanity and personal gain. The constructs of this reality, Saturn, have enabled a consorted darkness that does not belong to the soul signature of this divine flower. Not for you, right? Not for you. Look deeper through the lens of her beauty to find that she embodies the mystical magic of the dream time, the place of unbound potential where we regenerate daily and commune with the divine. Be aware that excess and abuse of mystical powers or substances means that you'll likely end up lost in her dark labyrinth. Break the temptation and addiction to thought patterns and experiences that lead to escapism. I don't want to see the baggage, right? And empty intentions and align to the light found within the mystical darkness found in the dream time. So you are being asked to connect to spirit. The focus. Connect to spirit, my friend. Connect to spirit. Because the path that you're choosing, I mean, it's your choice. There's nothing wrong with it. It's your choice. It's just going to lead you down a more challenging path. But you've already been down a path that's been challenging because you've been probably not paying attention to the spiritual opportunities. You know, no one's going to tell you that I am. Sorry. Yeah, Aries. It's how you're looking at your situation. It's all about perspective. That's all it is. But it's all potential energy too. So hopefully this shed the light on that for you, and hopefully you'll make another choice. Hopefully you make another choice. All right, that was for you. I hope that was helpful. Hit the like button if that makes sense for you. Share the message if you think it'll help somebody else. And don't forget to check out the final reading at the end to see if there's something in there for you. Taurus, you're next. Taurus. Moderation, finding balance. There's hummingbird. I love this card. Finding balance. There's hummingbirds there. There's something that you need to share. Taurus, a message that you need to share. It's about your heart. There's something about your heart, a message from your heart that you're needing to share with someone. A message of your heart. No place like home. There's some cycles that you've been repeating at home. There's something about creating a home for yourself. Somewhere in solitude, somewhere new, somewhere where you can connect to the heavens, where you can connect to source. Sometimes no place. Oh, it says no peace. Like, no, it's no place. That's so wild. It also looks like no peace like home. Connecting to source. Source is our first home. And so I'll give you an example. I had to move away from home, traditional sense of home, to find my solace, to go into intentional solitude, and create a home for myself. And I needed to do that away from the people, not because they were bad, not because they hurt me, there was too much happening, too many cycles repeating, that I needed to break that cycle. And sometimes you have to do that to create a sense of peace for yourself when you are meditating. So for some people, it's something that is needed more so because of the connection that they have to source. Kindred soul, you're finding there's something about being a lone wolf. This is so pretty. I haven't seen this one. Connecting with someone who is a kindred soul, someone who has done something similar or who is somewhat similar to what you are going through or what you've been through. Let's use this one. There's this card just flipped over. Three of Cups. So connecting with kindred souls. So connecting with other people who are similar, right? Who need to be intentionally in solitude, to need to connect to source. There's nothing wrong with being a lone wolf. You can do that with other people who are aligned with you. Five of Coins jumped out also. So there could be a fear of being left out in the cold if you walk away from home. It was the Five of Pentacles. So that's feeling left out in the cold, right? Feeling like there's no one going to be there to help you. But you will find people. You will find people. Where have you been, Taurus? You've been Queen of Coins. You've been focusing on your finance. You've been focusing on your peace, on your own sense of balance. So not just finance, but your sense of balance, like how much you're giving, how much you're keeping for yourself, self-care. Nine of Coins is where you are right now. Page of Coins is where you're headed. So right now you are focusing on, I feel like the Nine of Coins and the Queen of Coins are very similar in terms of self-care. Focusing on your feminine energy, taking care of you, and you're headed towards learning something new, right? This is the path, right? Learning something new, going on your own to this journey and ending a cycle. The Wheel of Fortune. Gosh, this looks like a circus. Maybe you've been in a circus, or you feel like you've been the target of something, or maybe you've been it's that wheel, like stuck. You've been stuck. Look, this is that wheel. She's stuck to it, that goes round and round and round. So it's setting yourself free. That's what the focus is on, is can you set yourself free? You might feel like the odd one out. You might feel like, especially if you are walking away from home, like I know for me, I felt like the black sheep of the family, right? I entertained tarot, I entertained astrology, I entertained this whole world that my family doesn't know anything about, and or the little bit that they do know, they associate it with the devil. That's just the upbringing that I had. So I was like the black sheep of the family, doing things unconventional, right? Living according to them an unconventional life. Not all of them, but you know. And so there could be something like that. 6 of Wands. You're going to be successful going on this path, doing things on your own. You're going to be successful. And it's about knowledge. Oh, I haven't seen this card. She's on top of books. She's on top of a lot of books. And so, you know, it's like you're headed, you're going on this one book, but look, you're going to gain much more knowledge with this process that's going to help you be successful. Let's get an oracle card to close this off for you, Taurus. We have Gemini after, and then the general reading. Ooh, surrender. Surrender to this process. Mira qué bonito. Look, wisdom. Kindred souls in the background. Surrender. Passion flower. 43. It says, sacrifice, surrender, choosing growth, trusting discernment, rituals of letting go. Passion flower symbolizes surrender, sacrifice, and the crucifixion of the ego. Passion flower resembles the need to sacrifice in order to make space and move forward. The all-seeing double-headed owl symbolizes the great understanding perceived from both sides, whether it be upside down or inside out, and bestows goddess passion flower with unseen truths as she performs rituals for letting go. Owl is symbolic of discernment and able to light up what needs to be seen. Passion flower today might reflect the need to suspend actions that aren't aligned to your spiritual path. Are there certain decisions or actions you've made that you must sacrifice in order to reassess your direction? Honor your intuition. It's okay if projects or original ideas come to an unexpected halt. Discernment is key to experience greater truth and opportunities. Wow. There you go. You have an opportunity to end a cycle here, Taurus. Yeah, hit the like button if that made sense for you. Share the message if you think it'll help somebody else. And don't forget to check out the general reading. That will come up as soon as I'm done with Gemini. That one is next. All right, Gemini. Patterns. What's repeating for you? What cycles are you needing to let go of? What habits you're needing to kind of go through this transformative process to release yourself? Patterns. You have to go through this portal and release yourself of some patterns that you're holding on to, a change in the wind. Something is coming. Something is coming to help this transformation move along. I don't know if you expect it. I don't know if you know it's coming, but there's a change in the wind. Something is going to come to help you break free. To help you break free from wherever you're feeling stuck, from whatever is repeating maybe that is not helping you. There's something that's coming that's going to transform this at the crossroads. Yes, and then you're going to have to make a decision. Which way to go. So either you choose or the universe chooses for you. You choose or the universe chooses for you. Let's go with this first one. No, let's do this one. Sometimes when we don't make a choice or we're stuck at a crossroads, things will occur to nudge us in the direction that we're needing to go. It could be something great. It could be something that feels like you can't manage, but you can because it's there. Where have you been? There's something about, I don't want to say sneakiness, being sly, being, I mean, Gemini, you're good with your words. There's something about how you can turn things around creatively. Where have you been? Queen of Swords. You've been embracing your truth and making sure you're not taking shit from anybody. Like, look, like, no joke. She's cutting right through the bullshit. And right now you're needing to defend your position. You could be working, struggling to kind of balance things out, or it could be, and that could be in work, or it could be in a relationship where you're feeling like, hey, I need to defend myself. I need to speak up for myself. I need to say something. I'm seeing right through the bullshit, and this doesn't feel right. Shining the light on that. And that's going to set you on this new path of healing. There's something about communication that you're needing to be aware of. How you are speaking up for yourself, or how you're managing your truth, or talking about other people. There's just sword energy, and the fox stood out. So it's how, I mean, communication is also about thoughts, right? Before they become words, they're thoughts. So how are you thinking about people? How are you thinking about your experiences? How are you thinking about how you're setting yourself free or defending yourself? Because to defend yourself means you need to like speak up, right? So there's something about how you're communicating that you're going to learn from, that you're going to heal from. And that's going to open the door to a passion project, to you embracing the light within you. The King of Wands energy knows how to be playful and lead still, with, you know, with grace, with empathy, with, you know, they know how to manage the light. You know, in the high vibration of a King of Wands, right? It's not all about them. They know that they highlight in the light of other people, and that's what makes them the leader that they are, right? High vibration. So there's something about how this process is going to get you into the passion process, or is going to set you free to really pursue the projects that light up your life. Knight of Coins. You're going to learn, and it takes time. Virgo energy. So Gemini, you're an air sign, right? It's all about fast moving energy for you. But there's something about slowing down, crossing your T's, dotting your I's, embracing Virgo energy. You know, could be around your finances. It could be around your ideas. It could be around relationships. Slow things down. Slow things down. Allow this healing process to occur. Allow it. Be patient with that transformation. Whatever changes are coming at you, or whatever decisions you're needing to make, you know, they're going to lead you to that next thing that you need, however that looks. And it's ultimately for your growth. So look at your patterns, revisit what stands out for you, because those could also give you clues into what's coming next for you. You've definitely been embracing your air sign though. Weaver, lavender. Like, look, she's taking her time. She's taking her time weaving, resting. Lavender is, you know, usually it helps us sleep, helps us calm down. So you could be needing to, again, slow down, calm down. Weaver of potential, new beginnings, intuitive intellect, contemplative phase, emotional fulfillment, walking in alignment. Lavender is much like the medicine of a spider, a master communicator that organizes, refines, and systematizes many elements in life. Lavender's medicine provides us the power of discipline and focused energy, key elements to enable aligned manifestation. Spider is here today to remind you that when you're not communicating from a higher alignment, we quickly become entangled, overly critical, and even block the flow of creativity and healing communication. Connect to the energy of the spiral to journey deep into your shadows and allow this self-organization system to facilitate higher alignment to your foundation when needed. Use the gifts of communication such as music, poetry, art, and dance to nurture creativity as you weave your life. We are currently in a Mercury retrograde, so it is about communication, right? So there could be something there, and what's being activated in your chart, Gemini. So take a look at that and see how these transit are impacting you. I should have looked that up for you, but I didn't. So I'll look it up next time. But Gemini, that was for you, my friends. Hit the like button if that makes sense for you. Share the message if you think it'll help somebody else. And we are going to jump in to the general reading. All right, general reading. Let's see. Welcome back. Welcome back. If this is for you, I'm going to go over the meditation and see if it resonates with anybody. These are general readings, like I said before. So if the story doesn't fit, don't make it fit. It's possible it could be for somebody else. It's also possible that it could be a part of a message. It could be a sentence, a word, or a feeling that gets evoked when I share the information. So pay attention to that as well. When I was meditating, the first thing that I'm being shown clearly is an argument. So there could be some stress in your life. There could be some pent-up frustrations. It could be internal conflict or external conflicts that you have with other people. It could be around decisions that you're needing to make and not feeling like you can, if that's within you. If it's outside of you, it could just be, difference of opinion, difference of paths, to each their own in terms of what that argument could be around. The second scene that I'm seeing, looking at my notes, it was a scene of people, and it looked like work, and it looked like people were covering each other's shifts related to work. So it was like cover for me, right? And so there could be a need for some boundaries or some work-life balance, delegation of responsibilities. There could be stress at work. You could need some support or needing to kind of pass on a responsibility to somebody else. So you decide what that is for you. Then I'm seeing another busy scene, and then I'm hearing the words I'm behind, and the feeling was falling behind. Then I'm seeing a pair of shoes, like regular tennis shoes, sneaker shoes, and then I'm seeing a pair of a woman with long legs and heels. And so there could be a feeling of you're falling behind in terms of your own growth. When you look at shoes, it's like the path that you're on and how you're getting there also, and going from shoes, something that was like dirty or scrubby, right, to something like heels could be a refinement process, or tapping into feminine energy, right, because it was a woman's legs. And so there could be a need for to reassess your life path, making sure that you are equipped with what you're needing to be able to go through this process of transformation. It could be stepping into a new role, being more visible, but there could be, again, that internal conflict within you, that you're falling behind with your own progress. You could be comparing yourself to other people as well, and so keep all of that in mind. Then I'm hearing the words no quiero causar problemas. I don't want to cause problems. So again, the internal conflict, that could be the internal dialogue of like, I don't want to cause problems, so I don't want to make this choice. Or there could be not knowing how to address conflict. There could be fear of conflict, people pleasing, avoidance of having to make a decision that you're internally wanting to make but externally having a hard time doing. There could also be the fear of confrontation, right? Like if with how maybe temporarily I'm passing on a responsibility to somebody else, but maybe I really want them to hold on to that responsibility because I don't want it, right? That could be a part of that, if I'm connecting all of the other ones. And so take a look at how you address confrontation, how you address conflict, communication patterns, boundaries. Are you doing a lot of yes pleasing? Where are you in your growth? There could be a feeling of stuckness with that. Then I'm seeing a couple that's reuniting and they're embracing each other. So there could be a desire for reconnecting with someone, or the inner desire within yourself of the feminine and the masculine within you reconnecting. You could be looking for closure or harmony, or craving some type of affection of some sort. Then I'm checking on a student who's taking a break, and then there's someone who's interfering. There's someone, they were like a lot of energy. They had a lot of energy. I didn't see who the kiddo was that I was helping. I just know that they were both students. This kiddo that was really active was very clear. And I don't remember what energy, what zodiac sign he was in, but he very active, very active. And so so there could, again, boundaries, there could be issues around boundaries because he was interfering with my attempt to check in with this person. There could be a lack of control where you might feel helpless to protect or guide those that you're responsible for, right? If you're me, there could be feelings around authority and the role that you have, your ability to manage or care for or mentor someone. If there's an interruption, let's see. Yeah, so those, I mean, it just felt like someone was interfering. So it could be you or someone who's interfering your process of receiving help. So it could be either you getting an interference because you're wanting to give help, or you're needing help and there's an interference with you actually accessing that support. So let's get... Listen is the first one. So it could be listening to your intuition, listening to the things that we don't normally hear, listening to yourself about your path. There's something about going in the dark, something about the dark, listening to, again, intuition, so that you can see what path you're needing to go. Like if you notice this is really loud, and then here there's a path that's going towards the woods. So if you're not sure where to go, you need to go within. You need to listen. Treasure Island. Take your time with this. It's a turtle. It's a tortoise. I love, like, that's one of my favorite animals. I had lots of dreams around a sea turtle. And I remember, you know, turtles are really slow. Regular turtles, but a sea turtle flies in the water. They fly with their emotions, like intuition, like they know where they're going, you know, even though you can't really see. If you think about underwater, you don't really see where you're headed. You're just going and you're literally swimming in the unknown. But you go at a much faster rate than if you were a land turtle. So there's something about how you're going to navigate this path, making sure it's guided by intuition, because it's water energy. And that's what's going to lead to your heart's desires, everything that you've been wishing for, everything that you've been wanting. It's going to also help you end a cycle. It's a 9 card. And so it's going to help you end a cycle that maybe has been overdue. Yeah, look, on the threshold, you're right there. You're right there. You just need to make that choice. There could just be fear on what that transformative process is going to look for you. Like looks like she's afraid of water. She looks like she's afraid of water. She looks like she's afraid of stepping out into intuition. Maybe there could be fear around the unknown, hearing things. I mean, you could be, you know, I talked about earlier, hearing things that you don't see. You could be a medium of some kind, connecting to souls that, you know, people can't see but feel and sense. There could be, there could be challenges because of stepping into this new experience, because of the chaos that's happening around you or the challenges that you're being confronted with. That's also a 9 card. It's like you're like right there. You're like right there. You're right there to make the choice. Where have you been? 6 of Wands. This is usually like success, but for whatever reason I immediately went to yes pleasing. It's like, you know, taking into consideration the meditation, right? This could be where you feel successful because you've been catering to other people's needs, and so there has been success, but it's been for others. It's been for other people's benefits, right? And there's a need for your own alignment. You get 2 of Cups as where you are right now, and that could be alignment of self, alignment with your higher self, or it could actually be a connection that you are being pulled towards. You're headed towards the Eight of Pentacles, deciding what you're going to work on. So here we go. Six of Wands, Two of Cups, alignment of self or with someone else. I feel like it's alignment. I feel like it's more of alignment of self. I mean, it could be with someone else because there was a reuniting, right? Figuring out, like, out of everything that you have, all these ideas or experiences, like, which one of these projects am I going to pick? And then picking the one that really lights you up, right? Like here, she's holding the light on all of the different things, but here she has it's like they both have the light in their hand. They both have the light in their hand. But one of them is much more excited. And that's the one she's focusing on because she has all of these other projects around her that, that, you know, it's like, yes, this was the one. And you're right there. Like, you just have to walk through the portal, right? Yeah, look, gain a new perspective, release control, the Hangman. Release control with this experience, with this process. Let's use this one. Allow yourself to see your experiences, yourself, other people, your boundaries, your conflict from another perspective. Like, she gives me the illusion of like she wants to get into the water too. It's like the water holds all of these images, all of this, like she's over a whirlpool. Like I'm hanging, I'm like right there. I could just release control and jump right in. Let's get 3 cards of clarification. Oh, the Fool, 7 of Swords. 3 cards of clarification or advice. You get the Fool card. Jump right in, my friend. 7 of Swords. You're going to learn how to be strategic. You're going to learn how to be strategic. Look, Page of Wands. You're going to learn. This is conflict. You're going to learn how to be strategic with communication. With people that are upset with you, you're going to learn how not to get hurt again. You're going to learn how to manage your passion, your anger, the intensity of what you've been experiencing so much better. Like, look, like this person is walking away from the chaos. This person is like, I'm gonna just take the sword so you don't hurt me again. This person's like, where do you think you're going? Right? That could be that conflict that you might have with someone else, or the inner conflict within you. Like, I'm supposed to stay here, but this feels better. I could just take, you know, what I've learned and not get hurt again, right? With those boundaries. Because the 7 of Swords, they're being strategic and making sure that the army behind them doesn't hurt them with all those swords. Purity. Oh, look. Ay, qué bonito. It's a 1 card. It's a Sun card. Finding the path. The path of joy. Look at that. The little person right there going into the path of joy. Let's see what it says. It's a 1 card. It's so pretty. It says it's calendula. Calendula. These are all plants. I wish I were, you know, sometimes I wish I had the green thumb. Innocence, childlike joy, humility, purity, new beginnings, trusting in life, vitality. This is the Sun card, the best card of the deck, right? It says, Candula resembles the sun, a radiant, bright yellow or orange flower. It grows easily and spreads its joyful self across gardens, symbolizing the gesture of universal abundance. Solar herbs are those that neutralize poison and air in the recuperation of vital forces. Calendula's gentle and abundant power reminds us of the realms of light. To be allowed entry within these angelic realms requires childlike innocence and humility. Don't allow pain from the past to disable your ability to dream a new life. Calendula represents the pure impulse to create, vitality, and creativity needed to step into a new journey. The radiance of Calendula is a superconductor. Be very aware and selective with your intentions when using her energy within a ritual, as she greatly amplifies your intentions. So if you feel, that goes both ways, right? If you are worried that things are going to get worse, then things will get worse. It'll just amplify it. If you think you're going to enter this, like, look at the contrasting. If you think you're going to enter this and find your journey and find peace and all of your abundance, that's what you will find. Or it might be chaos if you enter that way. You decide, right? And I think the way you will know is by listening, not to the fear, but to your intuition, which is subtle. It's like, it's the next thing. It's just the next thing. That's what your intuition is. It's not a forcing of something. It's not running away from something or running towards something. It's just the next thing. And it's such an interest. Like, I remember needing to learn it, how to pay attention to it, how to decipher it from fear. I had to learn how to do that. And yes, there is a difference. There is a difference. But hopefully that helped you, my friends. Hit the like button if that made sense for you. Share the message if you think this will help somebody else. And stay tuned for individual zodiac signs this week. I'm doing meditations and I'm trying to get those ready for you all to enjoy. And hopefully they're helpful. All right, we'll see you next time.